My
All
computer's
right,
it's loaded full of videos I haven't edited.
Oh, there you go. That would work.
oh,
No,
look,
this
we got Hot Rod Guy Garage is already in here. There we
this
go.
freaking computer, I paid like $1,700 for it. I just went and decked her out. It's when remember I was telling you how I was sitting dead in the water there for a while. I ponied up. I mean, it's been a good box, since I bought it, but it's a couple
I'm
years
sure.
old now.
Well, it's the same with me.
Rich, what's up, Rich?
They'll last quite a few years most of the time. There's a small chance this one's the power supply, so I'm going to try swapping that out, but I doubt I'm that lucky.
Well, if this thing eats shit, then I'm in trouble because I don't have money to replace
Hey,
it.
the Bud Files. What's up? What's up? The Bud Files. I think I had. Oh, almost got an echo there. I think everybody in here, I had their little snippet in the slideshow at some point. There we go. Okay. I was trying to figure out.
There, now I can see the chat. Holy cow. Okay.
Oh, perfect. Thank you, Mongrels. You just got your thing there. All right. Now I added the Bud Files as a moderator. Let me add Rich. Rich is a moderator. Oh, Turlo's in here. What's up, brother?
Right on.
Hey, remember that Christmas in July thing? That thing was fun. Turlo's found some really cool stuff. I don't know if he's still doing it, but he sent like the little mini camera. I don't know if you ever saw that video. There's like super mini camera, and then he sent me this. It looked like a credit card, but it turned into a knife. It was awesome.
Oh,
really
right.
cool.
Yes. I've seen those.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. I'd never seen it before. That was pretty badass. Tiffany's back. What's up? Neverboard S10 Addict. Thank you again, brother. Very cool. Oh, yeah, for sure. I always get nervous with the snippets that somebody won't like it, but so I try and put good pictures in there when I do it, Oh, Turlo said it fizzled out. Not good. Yeah, I don't know if you guys see, but Tiffany's like in every chat. I don't know if you noticed. Like, I bet you she's in your guys' live chats too most of the time. Connected, I think, from Mark the Shark. I think is how I connected with that one.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Not that one with Tiffany. Sorry.
So, Oli, what are you working on right now? You still working on the 50 Ford?
What the hell am I working on? Well, tonight, for the last, let's see. Still on the 55. The floor pan's in. Tonight, I just put the seam sealer down so I can paint the floor tomorrow.
Yeah.
Now, I haven't made a video on this, so I'm going to go ahead and spill the beans because I think Bryce is trying to talk me into making a video. I ended up getting kittens in my super cab, and they've shit and pissed all over the inside of it and has a brand new interior.
Oh, no.
So I was thinking of making one of those PSA kind of videos, but now I have to actually go backwards, pull the seats, pull the console, pull the carpet, the belts, everything all out of it, shampoo the carpet and that. So I just created more work.
How did they get in there? They just you had something open?
I had the windows. My brother plasticed the windows, but he didn't do a very good job.
Yeah.
And the truck's a little dusty. It sits out under the lean-to. I started noticing paw prints on the hood. I thought, uh-oh. But it was like one. And I checked it, and it was like, okay, it doesn't look like they were getting in there. Well, last week, I saw a lot of paw prints. I went, oh, no. And you could just barely push the corner of it, and they were sneaking in that way. I went, son of a... And they're cute little guys,
Yeah.
So I called my neighbor.
They're better than mice.
Well, that's true. Well, I don't know. These little suckers, man. They were getting up into the dash, too.
Really?
There was 5 of them.
Wow.
Oof.
Yeah, I've had a garage full of kittens for about a freaking year now.
Really?
It's like, I finally took my cats and just got them fixed, but yeah, they just kept having kittens, and sell them or give them away, whatever I could do. And then she's like, "That's it, we're done."
Yeah. Well, this I think
don't
was a
want to
feral
knock
cat.
these cats out here.
Don't you have a couple around for Mausers though?
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah.
why I said I want to have the cats out here. So for the mice, however, I also want them to be able to kind of replenish themselves a little bit, because there's coyotes and stuff like that, and cats disappear, right?
Oh, yes. Yep. I think this was a feral. I don't know the striped one. I'm not sure where it came from, but the feral one was black, and it was a ratty, nasty look. I think that was the mom.
Oh,
And then the mom was around for a little bit and then been gone for like a week.
Oh.
And that's when I actually heard the meowing. I'm like, what the hell? And
I'll
I
go
kept
sell
walking
these
by the
back.
truck. Well, tell him to get the hell back in here. Where'd he go anyways?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, get back in here. Here, I'll
so-
pin the thing.
I just basically added more to my workload. Now at my shop, because that's at my dad's shop, which I'm trying to put his crap together and finish my mom's car. At my shop, I drug over that 56 custom line. I went a little crazy on Rock Auto, a little. And I kept thinking, I want to drive it, so I just kept hitting the button. Yeah, that was the good idea.
well,
So-
I'd like to be able to do that right now.
Oh,
but
no,
I
you
just
don't. Because that went
Well,
on the thing
yeah.
that goes like this sideways. And,
can't. I'd
it's
like
plastic.
to be able to do it. What I mean is, I'd like to be able to do it.
No, you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
They
if
still
you're
want their
able to,
money.
it's fine. If you're able to, it's fine. But
Oh,
what
yeah,
the
they
hell
want their
is
money
it?
back though.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
I-
So,
I want-
anyways, I ordered that crap.
What's up, guys?
Hey,
What's
how's
up,
it going?
brother?
How's it going?
Good. Hey, thanks for the prize, the Jack Spikes. That was awesome.
Hey, no problem. It's nice kind of getting with car guys that are enthusiasts because I don't have a lot of car friends. So it's nice being able to participate in some of the stuff.
For sure. I feel like I'm always having to force my local friends to do car stuff.
Yeah, I got some local car friends, and I've got my YouTube car friends, so it's all good. Hey, Tiffany.
I think I have
right on,
more
Carlos.
social media car friends than I think I'll ever have in actual life because most of my friends don't really do car stuff.
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
Do you have a car trailer or a lift or a welder?
I have the welder, the car trailer.
You should have friends coming out of the woodworks.
Yeah.
That's how it usually works.
I figure when I
Right,
get to
mongrels,
try
right?
the- you know, somebody will stop in.
Yeah, where
Where
are you at?
I'm in Michigan, kind of
Michigan.
western Michigan.
I think that's where our good buddy, isn't that where Bill's from? Michigan? Isn't that where he's up at?
I'm
Bill
not sure.
Cameron? Yeah, I think Bill Cameron, Edge of Eternity, great dude. I think he's up in Michigan too. He's another one of the garage YouTubers. He's a
I just-
Camaro guy.
I just
I wanna say
subscribed to him
Arco.
today.
Is Arco up that way too?
Nice. Oh yeah, Arco might be up there too. That's right. Yeah, because I think he's friends with Bill up there. Maybe
He's up there
Yeah.
somewhere, either Wisconsin or Michigan. I
Yeah,
don't
we
remember.
could be totally mixing it up, but you know.
I'm
Yeah.
slowly
Drive
starting
from-
to get to know some Michigan people. So,
How
Nice.
long's the drive from Michigan to Missouri to Sakeston?
I have no idea. I don't get out of Michigan too much.
was gonna
I
say,
know if we drive from here, we can get to Texas in about, I think, 18 hours or so.
It's a little closer than that, right?
oh, yeah.
Well, I have a fun story if you guys want to hear a good story. So it's been 120 degrees here in Arizona.
I was wondering how it's been pretty hot up here, so I was wondering if you were getting some heat
Yeah.
down there.
It's been boiling. So our AC went out. That's awesome because it went out last year too. So that's awesome. But it was really funny because my wife says there's something wrong with the AC. Let's put in a service ticket. And normally I would, just being the way I am, I'd be like, no, we'll wait, whatever. But we did. We put the service ticket in. That was Thursday, and maybe 3 or 4 hours after putting in the ticket, the AC completely died on us. But luckily, we submitted the ticket on Thursday, which means they come out on Friday because we got that home shield warranty stuff. Whatever, you pay $100, they fix whatever, And so luckily they fixed it today. But it's a good thing we caught it on Thursday because otherwise there'd be the whole weekend dealing with 120 degrees. So yeah, that's been my excitement the last couple of days, dealing with that.
The humidity has been pretty good here, so everything sticks.
Oh,
yeah.
Like Florida, you get the Florida weather kind of.
Here it just gets 75 degrees, feels like it's 100.
Yeah.
Well, you're right by the lakes, right? So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right. See, and I always think it's funny because, it's like a dry heat in Arizona or whatever, but I mean, once it's 90, 100 degrees, I feel like once you're at that point, it's just hot. I mean, can you really tell the difference between 90, 100 to 120? I don't think you really can.
Oh, yeah.
It feels the same.
Yeah, I can tell the difference. See, at 90, I can still function. At 100 or anything over 100,
Yeah. Well, it does kind of suck because, like, tomorrow, I'll probably have to get up super early to do car stuff. Otherwise, you'll just die in the heat, But, speaking of functioning. Oh, Frank's in here.
Actually started cooling off here finally. It's been in the 90s and almost 100 last couple days.
Bryce, I'm moving out. Sorry, I totally cut you off, Ollies. Yeah, the no daylight savings is amazing.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I wish we would do that. Then
I don't miss it.
Then I wouldn't get confused on what time the show's at.
I thought about today, I was thinking about maybe just moving it to Pacific time or Mountain time, one or the other, just leave it at one of those set times because sometimes it gets confusing explaining whatever, but
I told a few people from work it was at 7, and I was like, oh, it's at 10. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's a little bit later there.
Yeah, that's the hard part too. Yeah, because what time is it there now? 8:49 till what? Like
11:42 here.
Yeah. So it's getting kind of late. I don't know. Maybe we need to move it sooner. Yeah. Well, we can't move it sooner because I think Oli's barely makes it in time after getting to the. Usually we're all like rushing at the last minute to like get in front. Yeah.
Well, it's when the time change happens. When we do that stupid fallback crap.
Oh, yeah.
That's when it screws everything up. Like, I had tons of time today, but because when it's 7 your time, it ends up being 6 my time on the time change.
Oh, right.
There's Arco.
Yeah, Arco. Hey, Arco, we were just asking, are you by Bill Cameron, and are you guys both in Michigan?
Oh, he's in Minnesota.
Oh, is it Minnesota?
Yeah, that's where he's at.
Let me look at my map here. Oh, okay. Yeah, so.
Other side of the lake.
Yeah.
But Turlo mentioned someone else. I already forgot. Come on, brain. Half-Fast Garage. He's not far. He's in Michigan.
For some reason, I thought he was a Canadian guy.
Half-Fast?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Nope.
The guy with the rusty Dodge Ram. I'm thinking the same guy, right?
No, I don't remember that one.
Didn't he buy like a red rusty Dodge Ram, and then he got that one that was rolled? That
He
old
might
Ford
have.
that was
It's been a little while since I watched his stuff. Guilty.
You know we're car guys when we reference people by the cars that they own.
Right.
Yeah.
What do I own?
Well, you've got that Trans Am that I want, Trans Am, and you've got the Monte Carlos, and I'm pretty sure you've got a few Camaros in there. You got a good collection going. I wouldn't mind some of those.
I do all right.
Yeah, half-fast garage. There you go. Yep.
Half
I can't
fast,
talk.
yeah.
Half
Oh, yeah,
fast
yeah.
garage. Yeah, not
Yes.
half-ass. That's Brent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Darren from
okay.
Half Fast has a rusty
Half Fast Garage.
Yeah. Oh, he's in Michigan. There you go.
All right, I'll have to check him out.
Yeah, I think you've got a lot of people by you. That would actually be cool. You could probably do a lot of collaboration stuff up there.
I follow 6% Recycled, and he's on the other side of the state, and he's trying to get everybody together in Michigan to kind of do like a meet and greet and do some project. If somebody needs something at their house or something, right around
That'd be
October.
cool.
So are you referring to that Trans Am, Bryce?
I like that one too. I do like that one. The 77, it's not 78. Right. But yeah, that 78 is my favorite for sure.
I enjoy that car. I've had it for a long time, man.
Is that the T-top? I forget.
No, I don't have the T-tops.
Oh, okay.
There's the LS going in the Parisienne.
Yeah, there you go. Show us some of your Fords too that you got there.
I don't have any of those.
If they did, they'd have LS swaps done to them.
Yeah, actually, a Hemi swap.
Desecration.
I was just talking about that. I might Hemi swap the '68 Mustang. Maybe.
I need a few more Super Duties to get in the yard to have that 7.3 gasser because I need to get my hands on a couple of them.
Well, I had to notch the cross member on the Pontiac there.
Hold on, I'll blow you up there. Hold on. Oh yeah, there you go.
Not too bad. I'm not a great welder, but it turned out okay.
Yeah, better than what
I
I
would
would
ever
do.
see it.
It looked bad. It looks pretty good, man.
Yeah.
But I'll show you the original. Like, that's where you can see where the pan was hitting it. Oh, getting the glare there. Sorry, guys. You can see where the pan was hitting it.
Yeah. Huh.
So just notched it out a bit.
No, that turned out nice.
And then for the trans.
I agree.
No more.
Been enough desecrated.
Hey, how fast is that S10 of yours? Never bored.
Which one?
How many do you have?
I got the blue one, and then I got the white one.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess both.
Oh, the blue one's stock, so if
okay.
you're planning on going somewhere, you got to leave early because it takes a while. The white one, I just ran on the dirt drags, and it's going between 5.7 and 5.9 and 300 feet, which isn't fast, but it is for the truck.
Yeah, for S10, yeah.
I never took it on the drag strip because I'm afraid anything over 60 mile an hour, especially on the pavement, it's going to hook, and it's kind of hard to steer it once you get that fast. So
it's a hell of a lot faster than my truck.
I like Frankie just the way he is, man. It's a great truck.
I do too. He drives like a tractor, and he's all bark and no bite. But I really enjoy driving him.
That's how they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
If it was a half ton, it'd be a bit different story. But you got a 3/4 ton, man.
That's true. I just need to find some tree trunks to pull out of the yard or something, you know?
Oh, yep.
You do it.
So a bit of a funny story. When we did fire up the engine in the Pontiac, I had it taped over the EGR port on the intake. And I forgot about it because those LSs have the EGR goes back into the intake, and when it fired off, it like blew the tape out, and then it revved to the moon. Right? I'm like, oh crap, because it had a huge vacuum leak, and just thankfully I just put a squirt of fuel in it so it didn't run too long. But the other thing that happened was I put a plastic cap in there and then tried firing up again, and the thing backfired, and it launched the cap out and pinned me right in the chest. And man, that hurt. Like, it just nailed me. I got a welt. It's like getting hit by a paintball at close range, man. It hurt. But it was nice to hear it fire up and run. My son was pretty happy about it.
Right on.
Is that one just gonna be naturally aspirated, or are you guys turboing it, or?
No, I think we're just gonna leave that one naturally. It's his first car, so I don't want to have anything too crazy in there. That's why it's only a 5.3 and 4L60 transmission. Wanted something that was reasonably economical for the car, more dependable than the 283 and a Power Glide that was originally in it, and then easy to get parts for and all that. So that you could actually just, hate to say it, man, the LSs are still the best bang for the buck. No matter how you cut it, they're the cheapest way to go to get something fuel injected and modern and everything else in an old car, right?
Did you just repin like the harness for it, or did you buy like a Terminator kit?
I didn't even repin it. I took the whole harness out of the truck and stuck it in the side of the car. There's really only one wire you got to hook up. So if you got the fuse box and everything, it's really easy.
I haven't done it yet, so I just watch people.
Oh, okay. Well, eventually I will. Actually, I think it's 2 wires you have to hook up, but eventually I will clean up the wiring. But for now, we're just trying to get it on the road, get it going as quickly and cheaply as possible. So we just take the whole wiring harness out of the truck. As long as you got the fuse box, you depin a few of the old wires you don't need, and away it goes.
You got a few comments here. I like Frank's
Frankie.
comment. And do you see Arco's thing on there too? He was talking about Cam hit his boss in the chest there.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, Junkers is in here too. There we go. Junker Clunkers, man. He's another Ford guy. Wait, where's Junkers? Is he? He's up in that side of the world.
Hampshire.
New Hampshire. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Way off. Never mind. Yeah. Yeah. I like Arizona with the no rust.
Yeah, it must be nice.
Yeah, but you got other stuff like scorpions and rattlesnakes and
yes.
No shade.
no shade.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice in the winter, really nice in the winter, but
Tarantulas, all that good stuff.
Nothing dies in Arizona. That's the problem.
No. The bugs are no joke out here. Although it was kind of funny. I found a really good hack that actually works. You take a spray bottle and you mix it half with Pine Sol and half with water. You spray it around the yard, and it actually keeps the bugs pretty at bay. I'm kind of surprised, but so they haven't been too bad this year. Knock on wood.
that's good.
Oh, so
Yeah.
pouring your old gas around the house isn't what you should be doing?
That works fine too.
Oops.
That'll work. That'll be
My
fun.
old gas almost keeps me away, so I must keep the bugs away.
It doesn't really help here when everything's surrounded by water.
Yeah, well, you're right in the Rust Belt, right? So because they use all the salt on the roads and everything down there, like it was unreal. I went down to that area, and I couldn't believe the newer vehicles how rusted out they were. You know,
I got
Go ahead.
2015 Silverado that the rockers are already gone out of.
Yeah.
and there's only 130,000 miles on this thing.
Yeah, well, I seen that when I was down there I was in Ohio for the Pontiac Nationals, and we kind of did a little trip kind of around the lake there, but I was seeing the new minivans that, usually people just buy them to drive them and they don't really take care of them. And yeah, they were like, oh man, this thing's like a couple of years old and it's done. It's unreal. But you're showing your screen's all pixelated, or you got your screen background on, so it's not showing stuff.
Yeah. I was trying to show Grady. Junker Clunkers was showing me his
right there.
new.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, here. Let me.
Is
hold
that
on.
a Crown Vic?
Yeah.
Well, I'll highlight myself. You can kind of see.
Clean looking car.
Yeah, it looks pretty clean.
Old man beige. Perfect.
Nothing wrong with
There
that.
you go. Take off solo there. Hey, why not? I'd drive it.
Well, it hasn't been beat on when it's like that, except for when the grandson takes it out.
Usually try to look for grandpa vehicles around here because they usually take really nice care of them. They rarely see salt, but you got to pay for them.
Yeah.
We're not too bad here, but we still get a little bit. If it's winter driven, it'll get some rust on it.
Yeah, ours is moss and pine needles and all that get jammed down in these area crevices and stuff. That's what rusts them out around here.
Yeah. And Bryce, your LTD had none of that on it.
Yeah, rust. Yeah. Well, actually, most of it didn't, except for the roof had a little bit, which
Pine Tar City.
So much sap. I still have to tackle the sap thing. The heat gun was working pretty good, but
it'll blister the paint too, though. That's the problem, right?
That's what I'm worried about. Yeah. But I mean, it could use a new paint job for sure because it's got some weird scratches in it. I don't know if it's from branches or whatever, But right now, I just want to get it up and running, and we'll go from there. I'm not 100% sure on what the plan is going to be for this car, but tomorrow I'm going to try and get it up and running. I'd like to get it so I can at least start driving it around a little bit and kind of going from there, But it shouldn't take much. I don't think it'll take much. I think the biggest thing that we'll have to get addressed at some point is patching up some of the little minor holes on the roof. But for now, sanded it, threw a little Bondo on there, and that'll do for now.
His truck is really big. I'm just realizing that. Isn't it? He's like
I'm just getting a kick out of that background he's got going on there.
Yeah. That's what I'm laughing about, because I never really. It looked pretty good, honestly. Like, I knew it was his background picture, and it looks like he's sitting in it. But then I started looking at. I know how big Bryce actually is, or how tall he is, and
oh no, Bryce is a jolly green freaking giant. His head's usually bouncing off the roof.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And then I just kind of, his head's not really in the right place for that truck. Should be about a foot higher.
Would you like some ranch sauce with your big chicken?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
I get the number 3.
Oh, you got a McDonald's in your neighbor's yard?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's just right on the edge there. It's fine.
Oh, start it up and do a burnout.
Thank you. Thank you. That's awesome. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, we were talking about the LTD. Yeah, that's the only thing is the roof, but
well, she runs and drives, right?
yeah. Actually, there's a lot of new parts. I was kind of surprised. I really don't think it'll take much. I just need to figure out the fuel system and then maybe rebuild the carburetor. And I'm hoping I don't have to drop the tank. But I think that's going to kind of be the extent of the running issues. And then the driver's seat, the pieces of metal that hold up the bottom cushion broke. So I'll probably go over to Jack's house, probably solder those up. Maybe throw a seat cover in the meantime until I redo it. Oh, one's here. We got number one. And what else?
Was that a bench seat? I don't remember.
Yeah, which I love it. I love bench seats. I'll go for the bench seat anytime. Yeah, I'll wreck a garage. I do have a magic window. Yeah, so I don't think it'll take a lot, but I think once I start driving a little bit more, I'll get some more ideas of what I want to do to it. But the driver's seat's the only real bad spot in the interior. The rest of the interior is in pretty decent shape considering, you know.
Gents, I'm going to sign off at this point.
Yeah, I got to see you too because I got to work tomorrow.
You guys have a good night. Thanks for having me on, as always.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you both. Congrats, Mongrels, on the win.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks for the donation from Neverboard.
Yeah,
no problem.
Thank you very much. See you guys.
All right.
Later, man. Then there was two.
And
I got to talk about stuff.
You know. Rich is saying goodnight to those guys. Okay. Yeah, We got 6 spots, so anybody wants to hop up here. Man, that was so what'd you think of the game show? Do you think it was good? Hey, Mater, hop up here, Mater. We gotta have Mater.
I think it worked out well. I mean, yeah, we had a little bit of a rocky start, but I think experience spoke for itself, man. Handle it like pro.
Okay.
ASO hopped up, which is awesome.
And Rich said he's still here. He's just listening. We still got Frank, number 1, Auto Salvage, Tiffany, Mater. Yeah, so one idea I had is we could do one with NASCAR. But if we do one with NASCAR, we'd have to have Mater on it because I feel like Mater's such a big NASCAR guy. You got to have him on that one,
Oh, yeah. Mater freaking kill us.
Yeah. Oh, Turlo's still here, too. Hey, Turlo, hop in here, man.
Yeah. ASO does NASCAR as well.
He did what?
ASO's heavy into NASCAR, too.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
A little bit about it.
Hey, look who we got. There's Mater, the Mater.
Yep, I didn't get the notification that Afterlife went.
The what?
I didn't get the notification that you went live again. That's why it took me so long to get
really?
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I was waiting for it to let me know that you were live, and it was like, well, okay, I was doing something else. It was like, let me check. I'm like, yep.
YouTube does some weird stuff, man. I'm telling you.
It's all his fault.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
It usually is. Mater, I don't know if you heard, but we were just talking about
NASCAR.
Yeah, we got to do NASCAR one with you on there,
I'd be down for that.
Okay. Yeah, we gotta coordinate. Maybe we'll do that one next. I don't know. Ollie's and I gotta figure out what we're doing for the next couple of them. Sometimes we had kind of a good run of easy themes, just going 30s, 40s, 50s, whatever. But now we've done all those, so.
Well, we can revisit some of them down the road too, and branch off into other aspects of those cars too.
Yeah.
Because the '90s one kind of, I was a little not impressed. There was not a single mention of a Fox body in the '90s one. Wasn't happy about that.
Well. See, this is the problem. Ollie's and I work on all these together, but I can't share the questions with him since he's in it, you know. So it's kind of funny. That is a good point, though. I should have had a Fox buddy in there.
I need to eventually sit down and figure out his magic, and then maybe Bryce and I.
Yes.
See,
that would be fun. Because
my question is, okay, now if you want to do NASCAR, how far back do you want to go, and where do you want it to end at?
there's so much coverage there. I know. I almost feel like you got to kind of split it up. That's a good point. Yeah, because.
Well, your first one could just be a bouncing all over the place.
Yeah.
Then you can go backwards or forwards, however you want from there.
Because a lot of the old NASCAR stuff is some of the stuff that I know that a lot of people usually don't know about.
Right.
Like 50s Daytona Beach stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Tim Block. And Fireball. So you go back to Fireball Roberts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Hudson days.
We should put some like surveys or, kind of see what people want to see. Maybe I'd throw up a questionnaire.
That would be a good idea.
You know what I mean? Yeah, kind of get a feel for what's there. I'm genuinely curious if people found the IndyCar stuff entertaining or if they thought this was better, worse, whatever. You know what I mean?
I was surprised on the prices that they were actually asking for the cars. Because, those things are not cheap to begin with. And it's like, man, you can actually buy it, like that last one is like 55,000?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like five years old going, really? But I think the one thing that made it go down in price was it had the Honda sticker on it.
Yeah.
Because, anything from Japan and everything, it's going to get stuck over in Customz coming in.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Auto Salvage says 82 to 86. Rich is saying
82 to 86 wasn't bad, but they were really restricted.
79 to 84 from Rich.
And didn't we lose manufacturers in those years? Through 82, didn't GM pull out or somebody pulled out of it?
Out of what, NASCAR?
No, it must have been the 70s. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
They retired NASCARs? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, well, I know Chrysler pulled out in, I think, late 78, early 79. Basically because the way the EPA was doing everything. And, of course, at that time, they were losing money, unfortunately. And they switched over to basically front-wheel drive. All right,
thanks
see
for coming in there, Hot Rod
Have
Guy.
a good night, Hot Rod Guy.
Definitely.
My favorite years were the 60s and 70s. I thought that was the best years, personally. Yep. But then again, you climb into the later 80s, 90s, and you get Davey Allison in the mix, and then of course the Constipator comes out on the scene, and well, actually Daryl was out way before that, but he was really popular in the late 80s, early 90s.
The only thing is the new ones, you got way better camera angles. It's such a better viewing experience. Don't you think?
Well, you got to remember, NASCAR was more of an in-person thing. It was the big deal to go to the race.
That's true. That's a good point.
Right. And right now, it's all, like they say, it's about the video.
For example, how boring is it to watch drag racing on TV? It's really not that entertaining.
Yeah, you got to go.
But I was a regular up near Seattle. Well, Seattle's got a drag strip. It's actually not in Seattle. It's outside of Seattle. I was going up there 2 or 3 years in a row or whatever. You have to actually attend the event, and you're hooked. Yep. You're hooked. Being in attendance is 100 times different. I mean, it is so much better. The feels, the smells, the people, all the crap. I mean, everything's mega expensive, but you don't care. You know, you want that $30 freaking t-shirt and then listen to the cars. And the neat thing about the drags, which I liked over NASCAR, my gate fee puts me up and down pit row.
Yep.
I don't have to buy nothing special.
And that's where, right, and that's where I got a chance to meet a lot of the drivers. Was, you know, out here at the Motorplex. I mean, Big Daddy Don Garlitz, Shirley Muldowney. There was probably about 5 or 6 more that I got a chance to meet. And the weird thing about it is, I'm trying to remember the guy's name. He drove, he was out of Wichita Falls. Eddie Hill. Okay. We actually had the Nationals out here one time. It actually got split into 2 weekends because of the rain. He actually came out and he was doing his qualifying run, and he was in the left-hand lane. He took off at about the 60-foot mark. His car made a very sharp left-hand turn right into the wall. Okay. They were trying to figure out what happened, and they were watching the video on it. One of the bracing for the rear wing strut snapped off, went down, punctured the left tire. So that put all that force into the right. They just slammed them right inside the wall. The right tire, right rear tire that was on that dragster, sitting in the backyard, autographed by him.
Yeah, Mater's right. I mean, you can be in the pit area because they tear these engines down between every race.
Yep.
And if you're hanging out, they're taking their head gaskets, pistons, rods, whatever's bad or they're replacing. They'll throw it out there and you can catch them, have them autograph it, whatever. I've got a piston sitting over here on my shelf and a couple other parts.
I've got 2 pistons and I think 1 complete connecting rod that I literally pulled out of a trash can that they just threw away. Mm-hmm. Now I don't know what team it was. It was like I just walking around in the pits one day, looked down, it's like, bam, there's a hidden piston and a big old connecting rod. I reached down and grabbed it.
I'm surprised you found it in the trash, man. Those usually go quick once people see them, bring them out.
Yeah, I know. And that's the thing. I mean, now the teams, you know, they can only run parts on those engines for so many passes before they're deemed where they can't run. So they'll just get rid of them. You can literally walk up to them and say, hey, you got any parts that you're not going to be able to put back in an engine? They'll probably say, yeah, we got all this. Like, can I have it? They'll probably hand it right to you. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you want a head gasket, yeah.
Tires. I've seen a kid rolling a signed tire through the pits. It's really cool. And you're right there with them, you know.
Now, the one thing that they will have to do, and that's what they did on mine, on that slick and everything, was they literally took a knife and punctured the sidewall for safety reasons because they don't want anybody else using it on another car. So they have to make it where you can't use it at all. And I'm going, okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, that team, they wound up, his crew spent that night. This was like on a Friday, and we had big storms come through. And his team spent all night taking the spare frame down from the trailer and building it from scratch. And they called the races off for that weekend. So you're talking about, you know, a team and everything that was really upset. It's like, we did all this work and we got to come back next weekend. And there was like hardly anybody in the stands for that second weekend.
Yeah, they did that once up here. The only problem was Bradenton was like the next weekend. So they actually, which I hated, they got through most of the race, but they actually finished the Seattle race in Bradenton. I thought, man, how is that right? But it's how they had to do it because the races were back to back. They didn't have a bye weekend.
Yeah.
So
I think the funniest thing I ever heard at the Motorplex from the announcer, and this was when I was racing out there, was we had big storm come through, and you could tune into the radio. You could hear the announcer, and all of a sudden you hear him go, "Okay, we're ready for Swamp Buggies Modified coming up the starting line."
Swamp buggies.
Swamp Buggies, yeah. I think it's Swamp Buggies round one of eliminations. I mean, there was probably an inch or two of water standing on the track and everywhere else.
That's hilarious. But Bryce, put that on your bucket list. You need to go to at least one pro race. You know, Top Fuel. You've got to and get in the pits. They used to religiously fire the cars and snap clutches, but they don't do the clutch snaps anymore. But they will fire the cars.
Oh yeah.
Get back there. Get that nitro in your eyeballs. You got to feel it. I mean, you hear it. Huh?
I think you and I were talking about that the other day, because remember Shiloh and I went to the NHRA thing.
Was it alcohol cars or was it Top Fuel? Because they'll run it. There's another sanction that follows. Because they run alcohol cars in down south. I'm trying to think of the name of the track. My mind's gone to shit on me. But they don't run the Top Fuel cars there.
I think it was. I don't want to admit this, but what's the difference? Because when we went, they had the funny cars with the plastic, or the fiberglass and whatnot. But I don't know how to differentiate if it's Top
Well, there's
Fuel.
not. You'll know a difference when you hear a nitro car fire. And alcohol cars are loud.
Oh yeah.
But a nitro car goes through your body. I mean. Even because I usually get nosebleed seats because they give you the most amount of room, so we're way up on top, but it's a good view down, and I get to see the whole track. I can feel the nitro cars when they're rolling up the line, way up on the top row. Oh, and when you're standing in the pits, I mean, it's just it's coming through you.
Oh yeah,
alcohol cars hit hard, but not like a nitro car.
No, I was like that. Yeah, I've been out here to Motorplex many times, and I've actually been standing behind the grandstand, and when the guys take off, I can even feel them there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's that much of a vibration that even behind the grandstand. I mean, and you don't get that with the alcohol.
They're loud.
Oh God.
They'll fire the car on alcohol and switch to nitro. That's kind of another telltale as well. It'll sound kind of tame, and then it gets real loud, raspy, and they'll run it for a little bit. Then you'll hear the blower change a little because they shut the nitro off. It goes back on alcohol, and they shut it down. You can hear the differences on a nitro car.
I'll send you a couple of pictures. I'm kind of curious which ones we saw. I mean, I know it was NHRA, but I don't know.
Well, they look similar. They look similar. It's all in how they sound. Yep. Because a nitro car is just crazy loud.
Well, you got to move to Arizona so we can go to these on a regular basis. Then you can come. You know what I mean?
Don't you have a 4-wide track in Arizona, I think? Mater, isn't there a 4-wide track there? Or is that Vegas?
I'm trying to remember if it's Arizona where they got that 4-wide. I don't think it is.
Somebody built a 4-wide on the West Coast.
I think that was Indianapolis they got that at. I'm thinking.
Well, Z-Max on the East Coast has one. But somebody just built one on the West Coast.
Did they?
Maybe it's Vegas. Maybe it was Vegas.
Well, it's either Vegas or it might be Denver.
They just shut down a few of the tracks here, so I would guess it's probably not Arizona. Because even the one that we went to last time, Wild Horse Pass, I don't know if it's true, but somebody told me they closed it down. So
well, there's a track in Phoenix, I believe, that is part of the circuit. Because basically they come through the south and they do what's called the Western Swing, which they come up through California, hit Washington. What's the other one they do?
All right. Z-Max Dragway is Concord, North Carolina.
There you go. Yep.
Yep.
That's one of them, but there's 2 4-wides now because somebody else jumped on it.
Vegas is it's I was bringing it up.
Somebody does 2 races a year.
They're showing Vegas to be one.
Yep. Well, Vegas will run a 2-wide, then they'll run a 4-wide. I think they got 2 races out of the
I
year.
think Auto Salvage got it.
Yeah, ASO
Las
just put it up there.
Yeah, Las Vegas Motor Speedway drag strip.
Yep. And they're running Top Fuel, Funny Car, Pro Stock, Top Alcohol Dragster, and Top Alcohol Funny Car. So, yeah, I mean, you've got Top Fuel Dragster and Funny Car. You got Top Alcohol and Funny Car and Dragster.
Yep.
But now I have heard that some of the teams, they actually started on gasoline.
Oh, probably.
That they're actually putting like gasoline in the blower and everything. That's what's in the squirt bottle.
Let's see. Midwest, Carolina.
But yeah, those 4-wide, because you're getting 2 cars eliminated at one time.
Gotcha.
I don't know if I like the 4-wides. I haven't really. They're weird to me.
Yeah.
So I watched the Z-Max race, or Z-Max Dragway, and I don't know. Some people think it's great. I don't know. I'm a little mixed opinion on it. As a spectator, I'd be pissed because you're definitely a ways away from the far lane. I mean, you couldn't see nothing.
I prefer the side-by-side, the old school, or something like that. But like you said, I mean, so Bryce, you've never been to Top Fuel racing?
I'm pretty sure I have. I mean, of course, I've been to NASCAR and I've been to a lot of drag races and whatnot, but I probably shouldn't admit this, but usually when I go, I just go, I'm enjoying it, but I don't really like dig into like what I'm looking at per se. I know that sounds really kind of stupid, but I just enjoyed going and watching. So like the last one that Shiloh and I went to, I didn't even know it was happening. I just drove by. We saw it. We're like,
I
hey,
remember that. I
yeah.
remember you telling me about that.
So we just ended up going, and honestly, I love all of it, but I'm not really good with knowing like what's what. So I know it was NHRA. I know they had kind of a mix of stuff there, but I couldn't really tell you like what.
There it is. NHRA Arizona Nationals, Wild Horse Pass Motorsports Park in March. There's your NHRA one in Arizona. So next March, they'll have another race.
It still shows Wild Horse Pass?
Yep.
Oh, what a relief. Somebody told me that Wild Horse Pass closed, and I was actually like...
Well, this is 2023 schedule, so they've already raced in March. Now, if anything's happened to it since then, I don't know. But they're the second race on the schedule. So March 24, 26 this year was their race.
Which is when Shy and I went out there.
So you might have been there then.
Yeah, that's when we went.
So you might have actually did experience the top fuel cars. Because they were running them. That was one of the top fuel races.
I thought so, but I mean, I don't, just being honest, I couldn't really tell you if it was or wasn't, I mean. But it was a great time. I mean, it was fun. And it was funny, too, because to your guys' point, they were wheeling off the tires. Like, everybody was taking the tires.
Oh, yeah. See, this schedule's so screwed up. I used to go in the beginning of fucking August, and now it's like mid-July is Pacific Raceways. It's all changed.
Yeah.
Sorry. COVID changed a bunch of things because there was tracks that dropped off the schedule. It was it was weird. COVID screwed a lot of things up. But
Rich is saying, who is the question? Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. Turlo's saying, have you driven in any races?
ooh,
Rich is saying, who's the question for? Or rally car race? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I used a dirt track race back in the mid 80s. I have drag raced at several different tracks, including the Motorplex. And the last race I actually was in was almost 2 years ago, and that was the Go Power Sports Enduro 180 mini bike race. That was on a 3.5 mile long track. That was, I guarantee you, never again would I do that on a hardtail frame because that was very hard on my tail. And the only thing that put us out with the race was the brakes. Basically, the brake cable and everything broke. It's like there was no way either one of us were going to be, in the race on the track, no brakes. Because there was one spot in the race where you're going up and it kind of levels, then you go up again, then you go up again, and as soon as you go up that last one, you're going basically straight down, making a hard left and then making a hard right. It's like, gotta have brakes.
Brakes are important.
So Turlo is basically asking anybody, chat or on screen, if anyone's been to the Rallycross.
Rallycross
or driven in any races.
I think am I the only one that has?
Well, if you're talking Rallycross stuff, probably. I haven't done like any gamblers or nothing like that.
Okay.
Drag's the only thing I've done. Drag race. I wanted to, but around here, I don't. The gambler thing's about the only thing I could probably even get near trying to do around here.
Yeah. ASO's done dirt and drag.
Yeah.
We had paved ovals for a little while, and for some weird reason, they just started tearing them up, turning them back to dirt. And I never did get into the roundy. I went to the roundy round races, but I was a wrench for an enduro race we did at Tenino. It was kind of a third of a mile tri-oval, and that was fun. That was a paved track. I think it still is.
Right.
A lot of our circle tracks have turned dirt, and they're still running the cars on it.
Now, what's the biggest dirt track you've been to?
Half mile, I think.
That's what I've been to, and it's Devil's Bowl Speedway, and that's one. That's over Mesquite.
There was one in Wichita Falls when I was stationed in Texas. We went to. That one might have been 3/4 of a mile, but I don't remember. It was a pretty large track and fairly popular, and they were running modifieds. And I think there were sprint cars running. But it seems to me it was like 3/4 mile, maybe. That was an interesting track.
Oh. Well, I know Devil's Bowl over in Mesquite, that's where the Outlaws started at. I think back in 78.
Nice.
Right. And, a lot of people, they look at sprint cars, they all think they're all the same, but they're not. You've got, I think, about 4 or 5 different classes on them. You've got what they call the 305 sprint cars, and you have to run the 305 crate motor. That's all you're allowed to run. Then they've got what they call the Bandit series. You can run bigger engines than that. I know you've got the ASCS, which is American Sprint Car Series. That, I think you can run up to like a 360 cubic inch. And then Outlaws is up to 410 cubic inch.
We don't really have much outlaw racing here that I know of. It'd be kind of cool if they did.
Well, I know that when they have the Outlaws at Devil's Bowl, ticket prices really go up.
Huh.
I mean, it's like, I think $12 or $15 for like a regular Saturday night race. But when you get the ASCS or sprint cars, you're talking about $30 to $40.
Now, they did have them. I was stationed in Albuquerque. They were huge there. Big time. That everyone in their any machine shop had a car he was running. They were big there. I forgot about that. That's right. I remember that.
Now, do you know who the #1 machine shop is for sprint car engines?
Huh?
Allard's.
Don't know them.
I know Jimmy and Billy because I've been to the shop several times.
Huh?
Matter of fact, Jimmy is actually the one that did some of the machine work, and his son Billy did some of the machine work on the engine for my second dirt track car.
Oh, jeez.
Because they actually owned, it's now Big O Speedway. It used to be known as 85 Speedway.
Are you still dirt tracking, or did you get out of it?
I actually got out of it, and I would love to get back into it, but I don't have about 10 grand to get a car built.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just and that is, that, believe it or not, is in the street stock class.
Poor man.
Yeah, I mean, some of those guys, they've got about $5,000 or $6,000 tied up in their engine alone.
Well, because of the cost, this was years ago, they started doing, what the hell they call it? It was basically mimic the body of a 30s car, but it was downsized. Help
Dwarfs.
me out here.
The
What was
dwarf
it?
car.
Dwarfs,
Dwarfs.
yes.
Dwarfs. They still
They
run
started
those
they started a circuit of them here a few years back because of the cost, trying to get people into them as an entry level, affordable
Right.
racing.
and they limit you to, I think, 600 cc,
Mhm.
like a Kawasaki or Suzuki engine. That's it.
They still rip. They still
sound
rip.
like-
They're-
Man, those things sound like a whole bunch of angry bees going around the track.
Oh no, it didn't work. Hold on.
Oh, what's he doing?
Yeah.
And the other one too we did was pony stocks. That was the other budget class. And
Right.
they were running them figure 8 somewhere, which was just insane. But that was a fun one to watch.
They started one down here called the Crown Vics.
Oh no.
Yeah, and they actually tell you, because I'm not a found on road dead kind of guy.
You could be.
No, I'm not. I'm not giving up my Pentastar. But anyway, I don't know what year Crown Vics that they start running them, but that seems to be getting to be a popular one to run now.
I'm sure the Panther chassis, and they ran that for a decade. So there's plenty of carcasses to use to race. That's probably why they chose them. I mean, Cleatus destroys 50 of them every time he has a venue.
Yeah. Well, kind of like what Salvage was talking about. I know what a lot of the guys will do is they'll take like a 350, and they'll put a 400 crank in it, turning it into a 383 stroker. And that's the thing, is like, to me, that's not a stock engine. That is not, I mean, yeah, it's a stock crank and a stock block, but it's not what that block came with.
Yeah. What's it
And-
hurt if everyone's running that though?
Yeah, but then, like I said, you're asking, $5,000-$6,000 just for the machine work on getting the engine built.
It's getting close to that. Just doing it for my stupid regular daily.
Yeah, and then you're looking at $1,500, $2,000 just to get a roll cage built. So right there, you're looking at almost $8,000, and you haven't even got everything else for the car.
Yeah. Suspension's a biggie.
And you're only allowed to run NASCAR pull-off tires on 2 sizes. That's it. That's all you're allowed to run. And of course, I can understand you got to run the seat belts and everything. You got to have the fire suit. They're actually coming out where you got to run a Hans device now.
Well, it's kind of cheap insurance on those.
Right. Well, I mean, when I was racing, I don't even think I think maybe $1,000 on my whole car. And that was, I know machine work cost me like $100, about 200, and I think about 250 for a rebuild kit for it. I don't even think I had maybe 50 or $75 in the whole car itself. Maybe a couple of $100 in getting the roll cage done. And going out there racing, the only safety requirement was the seat belt and the helmet. I literally got out there in just a t-shirt and jeans. That was it. That's all we were required to have. Bryce is finding some eye candy.
Yeah, I know. I'm having a hard time not looking at it.
Well, we've got one guess of 5,000 for auto salvage.
Oh, is that why the pain is over the certain part of the picture?
Yes. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Where's this pile located at?
Arizona, of course.
So it's pretty much rust-free. All the rubber's wasted, the interior's shot.
We've got to give
And
Mater
you know
some
how I know
practice.
this? Because I've got a piece of shit 92 Bronco from Arizona, and this is all the problems it has.
Well,
Every bit of
actually,
rubber's
the interior's not bad. It's just not there.
Well, if it was there, it'd be bad.
It's not there. I think
These
1,500.
1,500. They've gone up in value, though.
No, I'm going to say that's probably... Where's it listed at on your local Craigslist? Or, yeah.
Turlo says 800.
Well, that's what they used to be, Turlo. Trust me. We were buying them up here in Washington for $800 a piece all day long. Somebody
That's what
made
they
them popular.
should be. Yeah.
They're not anymore, I can tell you that. A dude just put a 67 up on our local Facebook Marketplace. $12,000 for an engineless tub with suspension.
Wow.
For 67. Smoking dope. Jeez. I'm going to say, Bryce, where you're at, that's probably a 45 to 5.
45 to 5. Okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of in line with the other guesses here. What do you think, Mater?
Like I said, I'm still thinking, 1,500, maybe 2,000.
I think that's what it should be, but I don't think that's what it is.
Vancouver, Turlo, just across from Portland, Oregon. Too damn close to Portland, Oregon. I'll put it to you like that.
1,500
close.
grand.
So
15.
Whoa!
Are you freaking kidding me?
You got what the hell they put in that pipe for smoking?
No. That guy smokes when he rolls. There's no freaking way.
No.
No.
The only thing I'll say here is it says Scottsdale, which is the nicer, part of town,
Well, that's where they have the freaking auction, right?
Yeah, but I mean, look at the area it's in. I mean, it doesn't look like it's at some ritzy house. It looks like it's honestly, it looks like it's probably on like reservation land or something.
I was gonna say he did 3 lines and put this thing up. That's what he did.
Yeah.
Ain't no way.
Yeah.
Now, granted, you're right. That 78-9 Bronco has just exploded in popularity. Not that much.
Oh, dude, this thing, I have seen this thing on Craigslist forever. Hold on.
That's why 15 grand.
No. This other, hold on, I'll show you.
Oh.
And while you guys look at this, I'm gonna run to the restroom. But I've seen this on
Now,
here
that's
for
cool.
at least a year. It's been on here at least a year.
Yeah, you keep covering the damn price up. So if that's been on there a year. Oh, jeez.
Damn, I'm looking at some of them in my area.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
There's a dude on Instagram in the Texas area. He's been selling off a lot of 30s stuff, reasonably priced. I mean, if I had any way of dragging some of that crap up here, because he's got a lot of clean sheet metal he's selling down there in Texas.
Yeah. And the nice thing about down here is, like where I'm at, rust free.
Right. I lived in Albuquerque for a little while and made a couple treks as far as, where the hell do we? Amarillo. Yeah, I think we went as far as there. Everything down there is nice.
Okay. Now, I'm looking at one here. A 91 XLT Bronco. 4-wheel drive. It's 178,000 miles. It's automatic. It says it's got complete Bronco with 302. Runs and drives, but needs to be tweaked to make it a daily driver. Interior complete, but needs to be gone through. Nice tires and wheels. This is a great candidate for restoration. So, Ollie, what do you think they're asking for it?
Here's my experience with Texas trucks.
Okay.
They seem to always sell less than everywhere else. I don't know why. Maybe it's because there's so many of them. I would probably, without seeing pictures of what it looks like, $3,500. Am I close?
You're close,
Yeah.
but you're still a ways off.
Okay.
That's
not close then.
Right? Price, what would you say it would be?
Give me the specs one more time.
Okay, it's a 91 Bronco XLT.
Okay.
It says it's got 302 in it.
Okay.
Runs and drives, but needs to be tweaked to make it a daily driver. Interior is complete, but needs to be gone through. Nice tires and wheels.
I'll give you what I think it should cost and what I think their asking price.
Okay.
I mean, 91, we're kind of at the bottom of the bell curve, right? I mean, so
No,
I mean,
it's the flat face. It's the brick nose.
yeah. Wait,
I'm-
is that brick nose? 91's not brick nose, is it?
Now,
Oh.
hey, Bryce, I want to share it, but I don't want. I'm trying to figure out what I can do to put over the price of it, like you've been doing.
Just put another little window over it, and I can let you share the screen there. Well, if it's a brick nose, wait, yeah, brick nose, yeah, that's not worth anything.
What? Oh,
I'm not saying I don't
it's
like
the same
them. I'm
body
just
as the
saying-
Arrow nose.
I'm
The only
not saying I
difference
don't
is-
like them, but I don't think they're really like that valuable yet, right? I mean, maybe.
Well, that's
I
what
think
I
they're
used to
probably
think.
asking. They're probably asking 10, but it's probably worth 4.
There's quite a difference.
Well, you know. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Oh, there you go. Hey, I was right. I was kind of there though.
But I mean,
Oh, 69? Yeah, but see, look how clean it is. The paint's halfway decent shape.
you can get
Let
a
me
cat
see.
deal with it.
It comes.
Yeah, that just devalued it. I ended up with cats in one of mine. And I didn't ask for them.
But I
Let
mean,
me
that,
see.
that that's the thing, really gets me is, down here, I mean, 6,900 for a
Now,
90.
hold on a minute. I'm noticing a trend with these pictures. They're awful far away.
Wait.
Yeah, I
What's going
know.
on here? Is this
But-
one a 50-footer?
But Dano, you're saying these brick noses are popular?
I think they're picking up, yeah.
Really?
hmm
It's one of the Fords. I don't really care for the brick nose.
Well,
too much.
remember, there's not much difference between this one and the one I have. I have what they call the Arrow Nose, which
Yeah.
started in 92.
Wait, what's
yes.
the arrow nose?
Basically the same front end, but just slightly more rounded.
Okay.
Just look up a 92 to 96.
Let me
You'll be able to
see.
see what it looks like.
Oh, here's one for you. How about
Plus-
a 67?
Oh, jeez.
No, the arrow nose is cool. I don't dislike the arrow nose. I just
They're
don't like
basically the
brick.
same. They're almost
What?
pretty much. You can take the nose off one and throw it on the other, and you'd probably never know.
Oh, but hey, Ollie, they're giving a package deal on this one.
Oh boy.
You get a 67 Ford Bronco and an 88 Mustang Both of them have the 5.0 manual transmission.
Well, what good would the Mustang be with the Bronco?
Hey, I'm just reading what they're putting on there.
That's really interesting. What makes the arrow nose look so much better than the brick nose? But the arrow nose does look way better than the brick nose.
But hey, Ollie, I'm glad you're sitting down for the price on it.
Oh, I'm sure it's up. I got to see the condition of it, but I bet you it's way up there. Oh, yeah.
$999.99.
What the hell is this we're looking at?
Call if serious. I know what I have.
But,
What do you want?
Hey, at least the
Oh,
Mustang
no.
convertible.
No, I think I'd take the engine and leave the rest of that sitting right where it's at.
Wait, what's the front of that thing look like?
They only have like 4 pictures, and that's the only picture of the Mustang.
No.
But there's your Bronco.
I wouldn't mind that thing.
California
Fix that,
titles.
And hey, it's got air conditioning, perfect. Got the windshield open already for you.
Now,
Yeah.
see, they cut the wheels though. That one's been cut. They put wheel flares in the back. To me, that's a big negative.
Yeah. You're right.
Actually, that one's missing the fender. On
Yeah.
the side.
Yeah.
Because there's the driver's side.
Yeah.
What are they asking for that thing?
Well, that's it. It's $99 million.
6,000 cheap Pier 1, been rolled, blah, blah, blah. 3,000 with no engine.
I mean, I'm surprised on that one.
And it's not like you can take the drivetrain out of that Mustang and put it right into that Bronco. It doesn't work like that.
Right.
Because there are few specific Bronco parts that got to go on that crap to get it into the truck. That year, anyways.
Now, what year did you say would be the aerodynamic nose on it?
92 to 96.
A 93.
Yeah, 93 would work.
Okay. Well, here's someone's got a 93. 4x4 says 5.8.
Oh, we missed everybody's guesses. Crap.
Well, that was your other English rig. Turlo was, I guess, 25, which he's probably not wrong on that one.
Do I still have that up? It's 35.
Oh, see? Yeah.
But this thing's been up there. I'm telling you, I've seen this ad a million times. It's got to
Well,
be up here.
He's a little deep. 35's
yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Well, not really, because I guarantee you that paint job is 10 grand, right there.
You think
See it
so?
in chat? Oh yeah. Unless he did it himself, you walk into any shop, they won't talk to you unless you got 10 grand ready. 347. Let's see. I'm reading the thing a little bit. Now, see, narrow rear. Oh, veteran owned twice. That's cool. Roll cage. 35 really.
Hey, it's
isn't
got a radio
horrible.
CD player in it. That's a plus.
I don't think I could build that car for 35. That's kind of how I look at it.
Yeah.
By the time you get interior glass, paint, body, chassis, engine, and like Mater was saying, freaking engine parts are even up too. So you're an easy 6 to 10 on the engine.
Yep.
Another 10 in
What engine
paint.
is that? What?
347.
Is it? Okay.
Yep. Sam's crate 347.
Mm-hmm. Oh, see, crate. So that means he picked it up out of Summit or something, or bought it off somebody. Those things start at 10 grand.
Right.
Well, now you can always get one cheaper if you find a scratch and dip at Summit.
I'm cheaper than that, where I just yank something out around here and put parts in it.
Oh yeah.
Crate engines, not here, not this garage.
Hey, and I'm lucky. I've got a Summit warehouse like 35, 40 minutes away from me.
Oh, that's right. Yes, you do.
Got the ones over in the Grand Prairie, Arlington border.
Yeah, I think I'm about a day's drive from the one in Nevada.
No, ASO, I don't think that your parent with gas would be worth 10 grand.
Well, it depends on how it performs in no-name nationals. If you completely bomb it, yeah, I don't know if you're going to be getting 10 grand for it.
Yeah.
But if you go out there and lay the smack down, you might find a $10,000 buyer.
Yeah. Well, kind of like what my shop teacher used to say, that'd be where two fools met. Them for offering and him for taking it.
Well, 35, that's a lot to do.
Well, like I said, you got to break it down as if you had to build the thing. I
Right.
don't think I could build that Anglia for $35,000.
No,
Yeah.
you'd be spending more than that. I mean, I've seen people where they're gonna spend $40,000-$50,000 on a car and parts, but they're only gonna get like $30,000 out of it. I mean, if you actually break it down, say if I wanted to go to O'Reilly's and buy everything for a brand new 2023 Ram 1500, okay, it's going to cost me more money to buy every single piece brand new and assemble the truck piece by piece than it would be costing me to go to the dealership and buying it. Almost double the price.
Here for cars.
And it doesn't matter.
20,000? What? That should be cheaper than that down there. 10 years, 20K. Really?
There's a place that they have an auction every Saturday, and about 4 weeks ago, they actually had a 51 Willys Jeep with that Go Devil engine. I think it went for about $1,100. I mean,
sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes you can get lucky.
I mean, now I know I went there years ago. I think it was about an 83 or 84 BMW. Some guy got it for, I think, $60. But that's been, like I said, years ago for it.
Yeah.
IH. Hey, interiors looks perfect.
Yeah. This is
like
an Arizona interior right here.
That's a pure mint condition interior. Oh, custom body work right there. Yep, definitely got some custom body work.
Good Lord.
Man, that's a bumper and a half. Look at that thing.
They still even have to make a bumper.
You could put a full step.
I got news for you. That bumper's why that tailgate's still straight.
Well, that's why the rest of the bed and everything isn't in the shape it is, too.
Right?
Yeah. And there's not a dent on the rear bumper, though.
You could dent that bumper. It's probably had
or the thing sticks out.
Yeah.
There's a fire truck wandering around with no rear bumper.
Yeah.
Those are kind of cool trucks, though. I mean, you can really build a neat, unique hot rod out of something like that. I mean, the front ends are a little bit, you either love it or hate it, but I think with the right touches, they look pretty good.
You think it'd be hard to find parts for that thing?
Well, really.
Not once you get in with a few groupies. Those guys, they hang together. Harvester people are definitely, they're groupies.
Yeah.
Only because I know a guy at work's a Harvester guy. He likes the 60, 70 model ones, but they're weird. they're definitely different people, but they love their Harvesters.
For 55,
I think it's worth 800.
I'm gonna say Arizona prices are weird though.
yeah.
Because I would expect more up here, but down there everything's rust free, so you gotta handicap it.
Well, I mean, it doesn't have factory rooms on it, so they've already done. The hood is not opening the same like stock because they've got it where it's tilting forward.
Oh yeah.
So it's got 4-cylinder in it. So it's got the wool urinate, something you pissed around town in. After that other one, I'd say maybe 12.5.
Okay.
7,500.
I think it's worth 800.
800. Well, I don't know. Like I said, the prices are weird just because it's such clean metal down there. Where I guarantee you, anything in that same shape here, it's going to have the floors and rockers rusted out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. 37.50.
Wow.
Holy cow.
No, no. Is that a good deal?
Like I said, up here, yeah, it wouldn't last very long.
Yeah.
The only thing is, it's got the damage, all that rust and everything on the bottom of the cab. It was rusted out.
Yeah, the cab corner.
Yeah, right there. Yeah, and it looks like it was on both sides too.
Well, in Coolidge isn't a closed town. I mean, that's a drive. You've got to really want this thing to go out there.
Well, and that's why it's a deal. That's something I try to tell people, where do you find these deals at? Shit, I'm driving an hour or two out of town.
Yeah, right.
That's, some people don't want to travel, so that's where you do the traveling and you end up with a better deal.
Yeah.
Now, I was going to say, I know that up in Kansas, there's a guy that he's got a YouTube channel. He's actually got a junkyard up there. He finds those things all the time for like $800-900.
Oh, what the hell's his name?
Adventures Made from Scratch.
Yeah. That's okay. That was another one too I was thinking of.
Yeah, it's Silent.
Right. Yep. He's a car crusher guy too.
Yep.
But he tries to save a lot of them. I remember watching his stuff. What are you doing? Put that back on there. I was looking at that.
I messed it up though. I showed the. Well, maybe you guys didn't see it. I'll put it back up. Maybe you guys didn't see the price. I don't know.
I wasn't looking at the price.
I thought.
Now, see, this is a love-hate. Either you like these later Falcons or you hate them. There's a lot of Falcon guys that won't talk to you if you have one of these. Because they're either early Falcon or later Falcon.
Now, Ollie, okay, don't have a heart attack, but I will admit that there is one Ford Falcon I wouldn't mind having. The only thing is very, very difficult to find one and get.
So, let me take a wild guess. 63.5?
Nope.
No.
I'll give you a clue. Wrong decade.
Wrong decade. So,
No,
would be a
aftermarket
70,
Falcon
would it?
is.
Right decade.
Because the last year was 70, where it was basically a Torino, rebadged Torino.
Nope.
No. There was a Falcon. 70s. Oh, not an Australian job, was it? Oh, well, hell, that's Mad Max. Who doesn't like that? XX, BXC Falcons. Yeah,
Yep.
70.
73 Ford Falcon XGBT 500.
Yeah,
Hey,
73
Steel
to 5.
Sky's in here. What's up, Steel Sky?
Yeah, 73 to 5 was about the same bodies.
But hey, it's the Mad Max V8 Interceptor, black on black.
Yep.
It's the last of the V8 Interceptors. You shut the Dutch gate on this one, Maxie.
There's a guy, Battleground's like a smaller town a little bit north of me. There's a guy that he's from Australia, owns a place. He's importing and exporting cars in and out of Australia. And he happened to have a few of those. I'd never seen one until I've been to his shop, and it's like, whoa, kind of neat. They're big cars.
Yeah, there's some of them that have actually been guys who've actually spent the money to import them here in the United States. And there was one guy, he actually had it all converted over to look just like the black on black.
Oh, okay.
And I think he said about $40,000 he had invested in the whole car.
Did it have the nose?
It had the nose.
Oh, cool.
I mean,
That's cool.
It looked just like the one from the movie.
No, poor guys.
No, I like those Falcons too, but man, the prices of those are just out of this world.
Yeah. Like I said, that would, if given the opportunity, that would be about the only Ford product I'd want to get my hands on because of Mad Max.
You could almost do a fake one with a Torino, but shoot, Torinos are even expensive as all hell.
Okay, I was only off by 200. I thought I saw it saying 38.
Just to confirm, you'd like to call Bill Cameron's mom?
No.
Wow, 36 for that, huh? That's actually not a bad buy.
It's pretty clean.
Yeah. And then
Probably a 6-cylinder car then, right?
Yeah. Straight.
Yep.
I mean, that's an engine you'll never kill, but you'll never get anywhere fast.
Yeah.
They're a good engine, but they are definitely slow as hell.
That'd be fun to put around a little bit, though.
Well, I was going to say, that was the whole thing behind the 6-cylinders. They weren't meant for speed. They were more meant for the durability wise and economical.
Crazy thing. That same engine, I think Australia got it as well, but I know for a fact the Brazilian Fords had the exact same engine, but they had the cylinder head where you could actually take the intake manifold off. It's removable. Whereas our American versions, that 200 and the 250 and the 170, it's casted as part of the head. That's kind of what kills any kind of performance abilities of that engine.
Yep.
So if you got your hands on the Brazilian, or I think the Australians had one too, where you could change intakes on it, those were really good running 6s.
Yeah. And that was, now, a lot of people don't realize is that in Australia, Chrysler Corporation, they actually had a 6-cylinder Hemi.
Somebody did talk about that.
Yep.
I vaguely remember that. Hey, there's something getting into your truck there, Bryce.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, is that your chauffeur?
It is. Shiloh, come drive me around. Yeah, she's a hoot.
Yep. Well, yeah,
I don't know. The market lately is getting really weird. I'm seeing some stuff that's getting really cheap, and there's some things the prices are still hanging.
Yep. And I mean, what's really weird is I remember back in the 80s being able to go and buy a 10, 15-year-old vehicle for like $500.
Yeah, that was the 80s, though.
Yeah.
Whoa, what do we got here? What?
Oh, actually, a few things, it looks like.
Well, I like, go back. That's the one I like right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
because I got a couple of them.
You have a couple of these?
Yeah.
Is that a Ranchero?
Yep, 67. That's a 1 year only body because of the stacked headlights. 66 was Falcon, which was the previous car we were looking at. That would have been the nose in 66. In 68, they went to Trino chassis. So this is a 1 year only.
Okay.
You can take the Falcon nose off the 66 and put the Fairlane nose on it, but the dash is a little different and the rest of it's trim. But the basic body of the 67, you can make into a 66 Falcon version. Or I've seen one guy take a 66 Fairlane nose and put it on the 66 Falcon one. They look pretty cool. But no, I have one like that one. That's an XL with the trim. And then the other one is a stripper version with no trim on it. That's a big block car. But it has the bucket seats and console. Which if you go back, Bryce, to that console,
Yeah.
that freaking console right there is worth a mint by itself.
Really?
Yes, they don't reproduce it. Most of them are shattered into a million pieces.
You said that was what, for a 1 year only on that?
That body style, but that
Okay.
I don't know if the Falcon had a console in it or not. So this, what it was is whoever ordered this car ordered it with the bucket seats and console, which was a separate deal. So I was looking at the floor plan. You could see that was a factory bucket seat car.
Yep.
As the bracing. And you can order them that way, but most Rancheros were benches.
You know, it's a bucket seat by how?
Well,
That's
number
right.
one, the console. And then you can
Right.
see the riser in the floor and then that bracing.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Huh.
Which is cool because that's, and see, power brakes. So somebody had a little fun with the options list on that one.
Yeah.
Power brakes, power steering. There's the RAM. I can see it. And those look like, holy shit, those are big block mounts. That's a big block car.
What block do you think they had in there?
390. Yeah, 390 FE.
That'd be a good one.
I think that's a big block frame stand in there. Which would make sense with the bucket seats and console.
Yeah.
Go get it, Ollie.
Yeah.
I want to know the price.
It's $2,900. Well, hold
You're
on.
shitting me for both of those?
No, it looks like $4,900.
Oh, yeah, there we are. Yeah, see right there. I do have the correct 67 390 block. So it wasn't
Oh,
a big
yeah.
block car.
You called it.
Yep.
I know the 66 sevens, man. Those are one of my favorites.
The truck did not come with the factory bucket seats.
In other words, they're just missing.
Yeah,
it is a
so-
factory
okay.
bucket seat car,
Right.
but they're missing. And the crazy thing is those seats aren't really too hard to find, but that piece of trim that goes up over the top of them is always missing because it always gets damaged. People take good ones and never leave at least cores behind. So whenever you see these damn bucket seats, they're always missing the top trim. Enough to piss you off. And it had a CB in it too. See the clip?
I'm missing all the comments here. 2,000 for the console and shifter.
Damn near.
The 390 was a 68. That was the S. The dash cluster was about $500.
Yeah, what
And-
Rich is saying is S code, which is the 4-barrel. Let's see, 67 would have been 320 horse, 390. No, no, it could have been more than that. 335 was in 66, so 330 horse then? Maybe Rich will correct me on that one. He might know better on that.
And it comes with a band and 2 dogs.
Oh, 66 Comets. Ooh, you don't see many
I
of
wouldn't
those.
mind that.
Now, this is essentially the same as a Fairlane, except Mercury put their twist on it. None of the sheet metal, maybe the door, that would be about it, but all the sheet metal is Mercury. but it's the same chassis as Fairlane. These are
Hey,
kind of cool.
Sunfish
They're
for Fish,
unique.
what's up?
Hey, Sunfish.
Is this a 1 year only too, Olies?
No, 66 and 7 were similar. 1 year only on the grill. I didn't care for the 66 grill. That big center bar was kind of ugly. 67 was my choice. But the rear end was a little different. Everything about the car is unique to Mercury. I think the quarter panels, belt line down are the same.
That thing's pretty cool though. I would drive
See,
that.
now that looked like, who the hell is this guy? He's got some cool cars.
Yeah, I
I'm just thinking that was an S22 I thought I was looking at.
know. Yeah. Oh,
But this, yeah, that one there I think is an S22.
look at those rear taillights, man.
Who is this guy?
I don't know. I need to go be friends with him though.
Yeah, we need new friends. Oh, well, then he's got a mongrels pile in the way.
Look at all the stuff he's got in the back though, man.
Yeah, fastback 67, 68 coupe. I can't tell what the hell was that?
There's your Bronco.
Oh yeah?
That's
That's
a
a-
Blazer, isn't it?
No, what is that?
No, I don't know. I can't tell. Oh, maybe
Ram
Dodge.
Charger?
Because that rounded back panel.
Yeah.
Dude,
Those
this
are
guy's
kinda
got
cool.
a little bit of everything here.
Yeah, he does.
Who
So what the
hell
hell is he
is that?
selling then?
I need to go
What's
be
the
friends
ad
with this
say?
dude.
Oh, I see.
Cyclone, Falcon Band, and the Comets.
Oh, go back up. So that's a Cyclone?
All cars are in Las Vegas. I can deliver to Phoenix area.
It's a Comet Cyclone is what it said.
Well, it was weird. I saw 289, and that wouldn't have been a Cyclone if it was a 289. Cyclones are the big block cars.
Huh.
That Ranchero is pretty cool, though. That's a real well-optioned Ranchero.
Go get it.
You want me to send you the info? Here, I'll put it.
Need to sell El Grande freaking grenade and go buy that.
I wouldn't be opposed to it. El Grande Granada. That's pretty cool.
It's not really a bad price. He's actually being, I think he said, what, 49 for the Ranchero? That's actually not horrible if it's rust free.
Yeah.
Oh, Arizona, it should be.
ASO said 67 Cougar. Where? Tell me. That's another good one. I like these
There was in the
Cougars.
background there.
Was it?
Yeah, here, I'll show you. Hold on.
I've got a 79 Cougar.
Those are cool.
Yeah.
Well, you've seen Cripple before.
Have I?
Yeah, isn't that right there? The Cougar right there?
Oh, that's it. Yes. That's what I thought I saw.
A little banged up corner, but
See? You seen her.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Cougar. 79 Cougar. Very nice.
took me a second. I caught on.
I had to think for a moment. Oh, yeah. Yep. I definitely don't have a Cougar.
Dude, that guy's got some cool stuff.
Rich, was that a GTE? I couldn't see the badging. That was a flipping GTE. That'd be badass. And judging by the rest of his shit in his yard, it wouldn't surprise me.
Actually, I can't say she's a Cougar. She might be a Cub. Being 79.
That's what Bryce needs there. Of course, you couldn't fit in that damn thing.
This is what I would love to have.
Talk to
Might
Peyton.
need a couple modifications though, but
Hey,
You know,
talk to
Bryce,
Peyton. He'll probably build you one.
you'd get into that thing and
Yeah.
you wouldn't last long because I don't think you'd be comfortable in it.
really, well,
They're
but I could
small.
take it. I'll
They're
just take
small.
out the back seat and push it back a little bit. You know,
That's where the seat is now. That window's for looks, brother.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I know you're what 6'5" or something like that.
Well, and that's 6'6", and that's why I love my
Holy
truck. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
why
you're
I
not
love
gonna
my
like
truck.
You would want if you want a 30s car, you're gonna want to probably get a Roadster
Yeah.
just so you have the damned headroom.
Hey, Ollie, did
Yeah.
I say he's 6'6"?
Yeah.
I'm not. He is.
I know. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I'm going. I didn't know they stacked that kind of stuff that high.
Shit. Oh yeah. Well, they've managed to stack it to 5'11". I can verify that.
Oh yeah. Look at the space there. You can tell there's not much room.
Okay. Do you see where the top of the dashboard is? Where the windshield is?
Yeah.
That's where your knees would be.
Yeah. Do you know what's on the other side of the windshield?
Nothing.
That's your gas tank.
Yeah.
Oh,
if they left
yeah,
it stock.
right
Gas
here.
tank, yeah,
Yep.
right there.
Yeah.
Gas tank.
Yeah.
So if you got into a wreck and that got crushed, all that gas coming right at you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. 69 Cougar Eliminator, Rich. Yes. I would love a 69 Cougar Eliminator.
Well, that's why I like the Ford trucks because I got plenty of room. Like my truck, I got plenty of room to spread out. It's comfortable.
You need to get into a 46 to 8 coupe. That's the one that you'll fit into well. There's a lot of room in those.
Yeah.
Well, fly your ass up here and I'll stick you in one and you can see how it fits. Then I'll take your money and send you home with it.
It's not the worst idea that you've ever had.
Oh, I know I've had real bad ones.
You've had a few, but you know.
But no, I think in your height, you'd be
Yeah.
pretty comfortable if you wanted a closed car in a 46 to 8.
Yeah.
I would suggest earlier, but those are kind of still expensive cars.
I love the idea. It's all money. It's all just, you know.
Well, yeah, trust me, it's all money. 67,
Yeah.
6 times Eliminator, 6 times.
I don't know. You think 65?
They never made an
will help
Eliminator,
with
Rich,
that?
68, 7, and 8. It was 69 and 70. The GTE.
All right, Mater, your turn. You,
I guess I
you
would
throw
consider it,
something
wouldn't
up
it?
there.
Duh.
Oh, let me see what I can find here.
Where are you sending it, ASO? My email?
Steel Sky says he couldn't fit in that, and he's 6'1".
I'm 5'11", and I've ridden in a couple of those 5 windows.
Yeah.
It's small.
Really?
Yep, she's taller than me. Okay, It's not saying what year. But now it's not, like I said, it's not saying what year, but a Mercury Comet.
Oh, I know about those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got a 289, 3-speed on the column. It says missing a hood and some interior parts. No title on it. So to me, that right there is going to be a red flag. Yeah, that's a red flag on it.
Yeah.
It said traded for it. A guy never came through with the title. Selling for parts.
I
Got a
wish
little
one.
intake and 4-barrel Holly can go with it for the right price. He did have it listed at one price, but it's come down. Yeah, this thing's missing quite a bit.
What year you said it was?
It doesn't say what year.
Well, 289 if it's factory engine, 67 or older.
Yeah. But
If it's factory engine.
could be. Let me go back to show them what the engine looks like. I mean, it's got a 2-barrel carburetor on it.
Yeah, I think they all did. That's like Ford's go-to. Freaking Autolite 2 barrel. Oh, nice. I'm looking at ASO. He sent me his Fairlane 67 289 car. That's a good-looking car. 2-door hardtop. I love those cars, man. It was just the styling on them was just perfect.
But if Bryce wants to put it up there,
throw it up there, Bryce.
Yes. Let's pull this up, and then actually I gotta bolt off. So we'll have this be the wrap up thing here.
Oh yeah, it's early.
Yeah.
What's go to the next picture?
2200.
Yep.
Oh, that's a 62. Yeah. 62, 63.
There's no grill on it.
You got a new paint job on that? Oh, maybe not.
Maybe.
See, that's similar to the S22, but the thing is, this is a 2-door post car. So the roof's a little taller, and then it's got the door frames.
Right.
Yeah, so I got the picture. That's a good-looking car.
So, Ollie, what year would you say this is?
I'm going to say it's a 62, 63. I don't remember. I don't think they made them in 61. It's definitely the early first style.
Right.
Not a 64. Yeah, 62, 63, I would guess.
And they're not that far from me.
You gotta like the styling of those, though. Either you like them or you hate them.
No.
I wasn't a huge fan of them.
I'll be right back.
All right. ASO, if it's a 66, then how come it had a 67 grill in it? Don't try and sneak one past me on those, buddy.
Don't do it.
Just not for like, just joking like, hey guys, please.
Hey, once Mater gets back, I gotta hop off here.
Where do you think you're going?
I think my truck's leaking gas. There's a really bad fuel smell in the garage. I'm a little nervous because I don't really know where the leak is, but got a strong odor.
You want to run and check it? Because this is good fucking live content.
I think the missus is kind of. We'll have to. Unfortunately, we'll have to wrap it up.
Uh-oh. She's out there poking holes in the tank trying to get your attention.
That'd be entertaining. I don't know if she's at that level yet.
Well, all I can say is, Bryce, Ollie, and I go live on Mondays and Wednesdays. I'd like to have either one or both of you up on panel sometime.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard for me during the week.
For sure. What time do you normally go during the week? It's normally like mid-afternoon, yeah?
No, 7 o'clock Central.
Okay. I'll make an effort to get on one of yours. I don't know when, but especially you've been on so many of ours.
How long do you go for usually?
About 2 hours.
Yeah, it feels like a Friday.
What, 5 o'clock your time?
Yeah.
No, I'd be going like from 5 to 7 your time.
I'm usually working at my other shop after. Dang. Well, I might have to make an appearance. See if I
can always take a day off from the other job.
That's the problem. I keep taking days off. I'm getting further and further behind. It's killing me. But I need to. I know. Years and then Destroyer's thing I always miss because Destroyer does his meme show and it's like it sucks.
Tuesday, yeah. I'll make. I don't know when, but I will make a real effort to get on some of your stuff, Mater, because I do appreciate you're always joining in on our stuff. Yeah. It's just kind of the same thing. It's just hard with the work schedule. But if it's 5 o'clock our time, then I'm sure I could sort something out.
Okay. And now I will say that I don't put the link up in the chat. 'Cause
Yeah.
I've had some trouble in the past, and of course, I know you wound up seeing that video I put out going in for surgery.
Yeah. Yep,
Yeah.
I seen it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I had to take some time off due to some of the backstabbing.
I'm just
Yeah,
happy you're
there's
back
just-
up and going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, like I said, I would, trolls, like you said, trolls and bad harassment.
Hey, that just means you're popular.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Hey, all publicity is good publicity, right?
That's right. Bad press is good press.
actually, the harassment I was getting didn't actually work. I mean, it was pretty bad when I'm getting attacked by about 3 or 4 different people.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they do. I mean, they attack in packs. Don't mean nothing. I mean, it's
Right.
people who do that kind of crap have no life, anyways.
I'll agree.
Obviously.
And I think when you're doing it for fun, I mean, I don't know. At the end of the day, who cares? I mean, we all know you're a good dude too, so it's like there's always going to be those people. I know it's easier said than done, but I hope you don't let them get to you too much.
Oh no.
I don't really know the full story, but yeah.
All right. Well, up like this, I know this past Monday I had someone come in, and let's just say they were a moderator.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because stuff that they were starting to mouth off about, like, nope, they had their wrench pulled.
Well,
And
that's the way it's got to be.
and I had to literally, if I was actually inside the house, I would have had to keep Crystal from jumping to the screen and attacking them.
Yeah. Well, it's always easy to be tough through the screen. I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
For
you
sure.
said, wait to see if they do it again, especially next week, because some things on the channel got changed.
Yeah.
Well, can you block them from coming in?
I can. I mean, the only thing I can do is block them where I can't see them in the chat and everything. But everybody else can.
You can't boot them out of your live or even out of the chat?
No, I can't. I probably could. I just haven't figured it out. But hey, I'm just hoping that with me doing some of this stuff, they're getting enough rope to go hang themselves.
I normally just ignore them and pretend like they're not even there. It's, screw
Yeah.
them. People who
tried-
know me, and that's it. I don't give a shit what anyone else says.
Right. Well,
Right.
I mean, I try to ignore them, but like I said, when they start coming after me and accusing me of doing something I never did, and then I got about 5 other people agreeing to it. No, I'm not going to take that beat. I'm not going to take that bullshit from them.
Well, that's 5 less Christmas cards the way I see it.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
If they want to buy into that bullshit, have a good one. See you later.
I mean, the only thing they're going to get from me is that 1 finger salute saying they're number 1.
That's
Like I
right.
said, the people that know me know me, and I don't have to justify myself. I ain't got to explain myself.
Right.
I shouldn't have to. If I have to, I'm wasting my time.
Yep. And for me, it's like, I'm always, trying to joke around, and I play like this, if I ever say anything that someone takes the wrong way, I'm sorry they're hurted like that.
Well,
But
it
it's
depends on how they come at you. If they send you an email off the thing, and say, "Hey, I'm offended by this way," that I can respect that. But if they start flaming you on your next show or during your show or whatever, screw you.
Hey, Chuck.
That's a bunch of crap.
I feel like this. I'd rather discuss it backstage than
Right.
right here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But,
Shop Cat, what's up, man?
but like I say, it's not something I want to. I could put it out there, but it's like I prefer not to because, like, I'd rather not let everybody else know what's going on.
Yeah.
It's none of their business what's going on, really.
No, that's definitely true. You don't need too much laundry aired on the old screw tube. That's shit.
Yeah. But like I said, some things have changed to the channel in the past 24 hours that is going to surprise the hell out of some people. And right now, it's only myself and Crystal that know it.
Well,
Oh, Shop Cat's still at work.
oh, he is? Oh.
Yeah. Well, let me let you guys go. I got to take care of a couple things here, but hey, thank you for coming on. I mean, Ollie's, of course. Mater, thank you for joining in again.
I'm
Yep.
nobody.
I'll agree to that.
I'm fine with that, too. I'm going to be back over here with the stock room stuff. I'm fine. I don't mind being that guy in the back.
Right.
Ollie says he's always nobody, but he's the other half of the show, and then he always fixes every problem with my truck. So
I can handle that. I'm good there.
I say that it counts for something, but
Well, at least
Yeah.
you keep it around for something good.
yeah. But
All right.
I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for coming on. I really appreciate it. And next month, first Friday of the month, we got the next one. Mater, we've got to work you in.
Okay.
So Ollie's and I got to have a little round table on the next couple shows, but you're part of that discussion too if you're open to it.
Yeah.
So
Just let me know.
all right.
Everyone in the chat, thanks. Appreciate it.
Well, right.
Catch you all later.
And Ollie, good seeing you again.
Absolutely, man.
All right. Boom,
Take care,
baby.
fellas.